Hello everyone, welcome to new playlist, and this is the first video in the playlist. And what we try to do in this playlist is show how we can read the data from a CSV file and we can display it. So using Python programming, we'll be using Pandas data frames and Matplotlib and so on. Okay, so with that brief introduction, let me show you the data right away. So the data looks something like this. So obviously it is a comma separated file and we have the data. So let me just briefly explain. So the first one is the date, obviously. So it is 2021, October 8th. So today is basically 16th October. This is just probably about 8 days back data, and the timestamp hours, minutes, and seconds. So like this, and this one 10 is a meter number. So basically, this data corresponds to electricity meters, and we have the data from those electricity meters. And what are these parameters further? I will explain later. But let's go down and then see all the way down. So I'll stop somewhere in the middle. So now you can see we have morning. Data from 505 hours 50 minutes and 0. So all the time the seconds is always 0, but the minutes is changing. So minute 51, like this, 5 hours 51, and then 5 hours 52. And here we have the meter number 10, 12, 4, 6, 7, like this. So these are electricity meters. Again, the parameters I will explain soon, but we are right now just examining the timestamps. So if I go all the way down to the last this thing, so we have about 23:59. Okay, so the last minute of that particular day, that is 8th October. Now the data pertaining to another day might be in a different file. So right now this is the data, and what are the columns I'll explain later. But let's first load this data into Python and see what happens. Okay. So how do we do that? So for doing that, I'm opening Atom. So this is a simple text editor. There are multiple ways to edit your this thing. So depends on the day. Some days we prefer one, and some days we prefer something else. So anyway, so I close all these things and I go for a new file. So let's yeah. So this is the new file. So increasing font size, view, increase font, Control Shift equal to, okay. So I'm just increasing font size so that it is easy for you to see. So now, what do I do? First, let me begin by saving this file. So I save this file in the same path where I showed you that drawing. So I'll just copy this path and then I'll navigate to that path. So I have two files. So the first file is IC underscore something like this. So anyway, so in this I have to give a name. So let's say run.py. So py is a Python file, and then file name I'm giving run. So here you can see that this thing. So simply I'll say print, and then I'll say hello world. And I save this file. Now I have to execute this file. So how do I execute this file? I just open the command prompt, okay, and then I'll paste the path again. So if I say dir, so I can see this files run.py comes here. So I simply say python run.py, and when I run this file, here you can see hello world has been displayed. So again, let me see if I can increase the font size. Properties, maybe this one. Font, yes. So I'm able to increase the font size maybe to 24, so that you can see it clearly. So I hope now you can see. Once again, I'll execute and you can see hello world displayed here. Okay, so we got that. So I delete this, and then I'll say import. So the first command we start with as import pandas as PD. So what this does is imports the pandas library, which will be used for manipulating the data, and then import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. Sorry, I think it is doing autocorrect. I'm importing couple of libraries, okay, and then I'll directly go for reading the file. Okay, so df is a data frame, and then because I imported the pandas library, I can now use pd dot read csv as a command, and in this I have to give the file name. Okay, so what was the file name? So right now we will directly copy the file name. So this is a text file, but then internally it is a CSV file. So I give the name in quotes and then .txt. Now, any arguments we need to give further? As of now, nothing. So let's see whether we are able to read the df. So now I'll say simply print df. So I save this. Now I'll run the program. So I am expecting that the data will load and then some kind of print it is coming. Okay, so let's see once again. So here you can see we have about 10,023 rows. That means more than 10,000 rows are there, and it is displaying the first few rows, which starts on 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds, and then the last few rows, 23 hours, 59 and 0 seconds. So as of now, we finish this part of importing the data into the pandas. And for this, how many lines of program? If I remove this line, so it's just 4 lines of program. We can read the CSV file. And I'll continue with the second video in the next one. So here we'll stop this video and we'll continue later. See you in the next video. So the objective is to make a plot. Okay. So yeah.